Hello and welcome everybody to the NFL 2025 season. We are here to start breaking it down. We're going to go over some week one props for the NFL week one season. Pretty excited to be back. It is football time and I'm excited to get after it. Now, before we get into it, I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann. I will be here with you for the season. And if you guys do not already know, come join us with our brand new app, Props Optimizer. You can download it on iOS, on Android. It is free or $10 without ads, and it will give you all the props you'll see here and a lot of the data as well. It is just our free companion to LineStar app. Now, we got no review to go over, but we do have some things to talk about before we get into the props. I want to bring you to CHALKBOARD. CHALKBOARD has a brand new promotion where you get a free $20. You get free $10 entries, no deposit required. Use promo code LineStar. We do have a link below in the description. And happy, to have you guys join me and happy to share the free money. We all love helicopter money. And with this CHALKBOARD, I will be sending it out on CHALKBOARD. And if all five hit, one lucky winner will win $100. The play that I'm playing is 17x, so just giving most of it away to you guys when we hit all four. Now, let's get into the props. So, I got 5 props to start out with, and we are going to start out by breaking it down with Theo Johnson over 23.5 receiving yards. Our LineStar projections at 13.1. Consensus is at 28.8. Both projection systems are well to the over, which is always a very good sign. And in Theo Johnson, you're talking about a guy that is just a complete athletic freak. And when he was coming on towards the end of last season, prior to getting hurt, if you were around, you know that I was picking him week in and week out, and he was just continually cashing for us. Came on really strong at the end of the year, and I think he is going to start off the year strong. He's versus the Washington Commanders, that I'm really not that worried about. Their defensive front's not good. The secondary is not great. And in Theo Johnson, you are getting an athletic freak. He is 6'6", 260, and he runs like Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving had a 4.55 40, whereas Johnson at 6'6", 260 has a 4.57. He is very athletic, and I love this spot. I love this line, and I think we need to go Theo Johnson higher than 23.5 receiving yards. Next, we got Juwan Johnson over 24.5 receiving yards. LineStar's at 30.8. Consensus is at 30.7. Now, the scariest thing with Juwan Johnson is the fact that he is rolling with Spencer Rattler. But that's actually not that bad of a thing. With Spencer Rattler last season, he averaged 42.7 receiving yards per game. Rattler played in 7 games. He started in 6 of those. So in even counting one that he didn't start in, Juwan Johnson still averaged 42.7 yards per game. Then he's going against Arizona, who last year they gave up 42.3 yards per game to the tight end. And the Saints are starting the year off very banged up at tight end. Juwan Johnson is going to play a ton, and I think this line is just a little bit too low for a guy of his caliber with the opportunities that he will get. Now, next, we got there we go. Next, we have Jonathan Taylor over 78.5 rushing yards. Our LineStar projection is 97.8. We don't currently have the consensus one yet, but the LineStar projection is much to the over. And Over the last 4 games last year, Jonathan Taylor averaged 156 yards a game. He was absolutely crushing it. 29 rushes per game. Now, do I think he's going to get 29 rushes week 1? Absolutely not. But this is a team that is now quarterbacked by Daniel Jones, and I think the offense as a whole will be slightly improved. Anthony Richardson had like a 45% completion percentage. That quarterback completion percentage now is probably going to get up to 55 or 60%, which is a pretty big increase with all the plays and passes that the Colts will likely run. The Dolphins also profile to be one of the worst defenses in the NFL this year. Their secondary is bad. Their front is slightly better than the secondary, but it's still not very good, and they should get ran over. And I think Jonathan Taylor is not going to be able to be stopped. This 78.5 rushing yards is too low for me. Next, we got J.K. Dobbins of the Denver Broncos, over 45.5 rushing yards. LineStar is at 54.6. Consensus, 57.7. The reason I love this one so much is we have J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey as the two running backs for Denver. Now, R.J. Harvey, the issue with him is there's already talk about him struggling in pass protection. J.K. Dobbins is going to be out there a ton in the early part of the season. Now you're talking about a defense that we're really not that worried about. Their front isn't very good. And the offensive line for Denver is extremely good. They rush the ball 24% more times when they are favored. Tennessee allows more rush attempts when they are away and allow more fantasy points to the running back, which doesn't necessarily help here, but it does mean more yardage. All in all, Dobbins averaged 51 yards per game over the last 4. This is a good spot where I expect him to carry the load for this Denver Broncos team on the ground in week 1. RJ Harvey is going to play, but the fact that he cannot or is not very good at pass pro, I think makes this line a little bit lower than it really should be. Last but not least, we're going Lamar Jackson under 47.5 rushing yards. Our LineStar projections at 38.7. He has been under in 3 of 5 games that he has played versus the Bills. Then you add in that just earlier this week, he has a new foot injury. He got stepped on in practice. And while it is not expected to be significant, it was something they were at least cautious with, and he sat out some practice. While I don't think the injury is a reason enough to fade Lamar, I think it is a reason enough for them to be cautious with him. And it's a spot where he has routinely gone under. So right now, I think this line is a little bit high. I think it probably comes down throughout the next week as we get closer to the next week's games. Now, here are our picks again for you. We got 4. We're sending it on chalkboard. We got the Jonathan Taylor, higher or more than 79.5 rushing yards. Juwan Johnson, 25.5 receiving yards. Theo Johnson, higher than 23.5 receiving yards. J.K. Dobbins, over 46.5 rushing yards. And Lamar Jackson, 47.5 rushing yards. We're going lower. All of the lines are there. I submitted the entry off one of the $10 free entries that I got. I would suggest you guys go and do it as well. And then also, one lucky winner, if you like, comment, subscribe to our channel, we will be giving out $100. So make sure you watch, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you guys for joining me, and I am happy to be back for the good old NFL 2025 season. And if you have not already, come try us out at Props Optimizer. Thank you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we will be back next week with more NFL. On Tuesday, we will do the Thursday night preview and prop picks. On Wednesday, we'll do the DFS for the Thursday night game. And then on Friday, we will do the DFS for the Sunday main slate. That's going to do it for us today, guys. Have a good one. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye.